All right, let's dive into the real estate market. Nobody better to talk about America's finest city than the top broker downtown and the Little Italy area. Chad Dannecker joins us on the American Dream. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, Craig.
2018.
Good to be here.
First time having you on the year. We're going to have a good year with you.
Yes, it is.
Give me a recap of 2017.
Man, 2017 was beautiful. We had two new sales projects, two new towers going up in downtown.
So you're going straight to downtown.
Straight to downtown.
Yeah.
I eat, sleep, and breathe downtown.
Got it.
So let's just focus on something.
America's finest city.
Yeah, I mean, 828 sales in downtown total last year.
Is that a lot or a little?
That's a lot. It's better than the previous years. It's better than the previous 6 years because inventory is always tight.
Sure.
So, and then you also had a 5.8% increase in prices, and we estimated it somewhere between 4 and 6. So it was on the higher end of that, which was beautiful. We had a great year. We helped 131 clients, which was amazing. We represented 10% of the overall sales in downtown, which was also amazing.
Pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of work. My team's been working really hard, really proud of those guys. And it was amazing because we, out of the top 4 agents and teams, we had the #1 list of sales price for our clients and then the fastest market time for our clients.
Wow.
So we're just excited because it's
Those
really
are the 2 biggest stats to win on.
That's it. And, it's really about, what can you do for me? Like, that's what a client's saying is, what can you do for me?
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do is we're trying to do these things for our clients and make it
So
awesome.
what do you think about the real estate industry as a whole right now? I know Zillow came out with some new studies that show that people are still leaning towards having a realtor involved. Then you have these discount brokers. What do you think the status of the overall industry is?
I mean, interesting, kind of a 2-part answer. But first of all, the study Zillow came out with said that, the discount brokerages have hit an apex and are on the way down. And the reason is people are tired of the broken real estate transactions.
Sure.
So they're really looking for like an all-encompassing great experience where they can turn to somebody and count on somebody to be there, and it's not just crickets when there's a problem.
Right.
So, I mean, that's really something that we're looking to do is just create a beautiful experience for our clients. So they say like, wow, I can't believe they went out of their way to do that.
I think it's a fascinating world that we live in. You have Uber as the #1 taxi cab company that doesn't have a car. Airbnb, the #1 hotel chain without a hotel. Amazon without a retail shop. You just got to wonder, are there tech companies that are trying to circumvent the realtor? But you've had the discount broker, you've had the Redfins. Even Zillow has poked their head, it seems like, in that space. I know quite a bit about real estate. I like having a professional on my side. So what do you think the next 1, 3, 5 years looks like for the real estate industry?
So, I mean, I think technology is definitely an interrupter. It's going to change things.
Sure.
Like you said, along the lines, like Zillow's not listing property. They're not out showing the property, right?
Right.
What technology, I think, is going to do is going to be the interface, because people that are really good with technology can do a lot better job at marketing than most agents. An individual agent versus 100 people working in a tech company looking at all these ideas and putting it into play with code can do a lot better than a single agent. But they're not going to run around and show the properties. They're not going to know the market intel. They're not going to know the buildings and the neighborhoods inside and out. And people are always going to want that. Somebody's going to fly to San Diego. They're going to have an idea of what they want. They're going to want somebody to help them sort those things out and just get them dialed in and make it a great experience.
Where my frustration with the industry is you need the professional. You just don't need 20,000 of them.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that's what a lot of people, you mentioned the broken process. I think it's a broken professional. When you have an industry that's that easy to get into, when you're talking about people's biggest investment, the amount of deals that get screwed up and botched by people that don't even treat it like a career, I'd like to see the licensing get a little bit more challenging, make it harder to get into it, make it where the quality of realtors, like what you have at your company, high class, quality realtors, engaged, career oriented, that are #1 downtown. But I don't know if that shift will happen because so much money goes to the associations for those licenses.
It's hard because, really it's 5% of us doing 95% of the business.
Right.
And when we have to deal with that other 5% of agents that don't know what they're doing, and a lot of those discount ones, it's like we end up assuming both sides of the transaction, even though the other client's not our client, but we want to make it a good experience for our client. I mean, we don't want them to know the problems that come up. We want to solve the problems before they even hear about them. They go, oh, by the way, this happened, but it's already fixed.
Right. So you're focused on downtown, #1 down there. It's absolutely killing it. You got some amazing properties that you sold last year, some cool ones coming up on the horizon. I hope our audience will connect with you online to see what you have going on. You have a great newsletter I hope people connect to. Give us an example of an upcoming listing.
Oh, so we've got a great one at Park Loft in East Village. Love this property. South facing, 2,300 square feet on one level, looking right into the ballpark. Completely like modern meets chic. Really, really, really cool with some like rustic touches. Beautiful property. We're on at 1999. 2 parking, and then of course one thing that's cool now is that a lot of the buildings are starting to get electric charging stations. So this building just got a grant for 22 charging stations.
Wow.
That's at Park Loft. So you can get in there,
That's
have
a
your
great
electric car.
loft. Probably, in my opinion, that's the best loft in San Diego. Loft style.
I mean, it's cool. If you like activity, it's in a great area. It's a beautiful building. I mean, a lot of people say they wish they could take that and put it in Little Italy, because there's the people that love Little Italy, and then there's the people that love downtown.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Both great areas.
Yeah.
Cool. And you said 199?
199.
On the market?
On the market.
Good to go, man. Well, I hope people will check out that listing. You got all these other listings. You got a big year ahead of you. Real quick, any predictions for housing in 2018?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. California, I think, with the elimination of the state tax write-off, only up to $10,000, and then the $750K mortgage cap for interest deduction write-offs. I think it's going to do a little shake-up for our second home market in downtown. So if you're in Arizona and you got $1 million home and a $500,000 mortgage, and you got $1 million, guest or vacation house in downtown, and you got a $500,000 mortgage, well, now you're only going to be able to write up to $750 off. So we think a certain percentage of people, it'll kind of shake it up, and it'll be good. We're still short on inventory, so I think it's going to be a good year. I mean, I think overall there's going to be more sales downtown. You've got Pacific Gate coming to market, which will just boost numbers right there automatically, right?
Yep.
And then for every new sale like Pacific Gate, guys like Alan Nevin and Gary London say that creates 3 sales, because you get the guy that's selling something they own to move into that, and then the guy that's either buying that or selling something they own to buy into that. So everybody's kind of shifting around. So
awesome. Chad Dannecker, top broker downtown, coming in here talking about America's finest city. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Craig. Yeah.
Connect with Chad online, one of the best in the business. Or the American Dream coming up next. That's all for today's show, but the show must go on. Online. When we're not producing here in studio, don't forget you can engage with the conversation on social media. Find us online, AmericanDreamNetwork.tv. All of our social media links are there. Follow the show, breathe oxygen into this positive message. That's all for today, and we'll see you next time.